Nielsen for the point. Back to Benner through the block and down. Field goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Tuesday night. Welcome to our Irie Insurance pre-match show. It's our first official broadcast of the winter sports season here on yourliveevent.com. Joe Morgan coming to you live from Fargo South High School. That's the Fargo South Bruins against the Fargo North Spartans in this EDC matchup between these two teams. And what is the early going of the EDC season? Both teams making their dual debuts tonight. Both teams competing for the first time tonight, and it should be a good matchup between these two teams. Let's turn it over to PA for the announcing of the starting lineups here on our Irie Insurance pre-match show.
113, Josiah Shep for the Spartans. The Bruins are open at this class. 120, Nathaniel Morgan for the Spartans. The Bruins are open in this class. 126, Loudon Fisher for the Spartans. Bruins are open at this class. 132, Connor Johnson for the Spartans. Nathan Hochstead for the Bruins. 138, Jace Veriano for the Spartans. Aaron Trong for the Bruins. At 145, Gus Mon for the Spartans. Timothy Lentz for the Bruins. 152 for the Spartans, Cal Bratton. For the Bruins, Yasser Hassani or Jamari Humphrey. 160 for the Spartans, Harper Schultz. The Bruins are open in this class. 170 for the Spartans, Henry Mon. For the Bruins, Hannes Moogie. At 182, for the Spartans, Isaiah Shep. The Bruins are open in this class. 195 for the Spartans, Billy Ward. Connor Morgan for the Bruins. 220 for the Spartans, Jack Miller. Dorian Sadness for the Bruins. And at 285, Gunnar Kadru for the Bruins, Hayden Nielsen for the Bruins. Head coaches for the Spartans, Brett Mon, Bernie Worrell, Delson Santel, Andrew Hope, Chase Gross, Peter Isaias. For the Bruins, Brian Wolfel, Nick Stafford, Tyler Colso, Campbell Nielsen, Tracer Lee, and Dustin Swanson. Referee for tonight, Scott Schnobel.
And that was the announcements here for our matchups tonight in this EDC duel between the Fargo South Bruins and the Fargo North Spartans here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll step aside. We'll be back with our first match.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common. They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back to our broadcast here tonight. EDC wrestling a duel at South against the Bruins, wrestling the Fargo North Spartans, opening night of wrestling in the state of North Dakota. They'll open things up and then they'll have a break and then get right back to action after Thanksgiving. A good chance for these two teams to get their season started. The Bruins Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They thank corporate sponsors Gate City Bank, Sanford, Midco, and First International Bank for their continued support. To become a Bruins Booster Club member, to find out more information, click on the Activities tab on the Fargo South homepage website and then click on Booster Club. So the lineups have been announced between these two teams as they get set to go. Again, a lot of teams in action tonight. Typically how this EDC schedule gets structured, they'll get a chance to wrestle tonight and then really hit the ground running after Thanksgiving. And we will start at 106 pounds tonight, which is an open weight class for the Fargo South Bruins. Carlos Salinas is scheduled to wrestle for North. So he will come out here and he will take the points right away. So North will benefit from that open weight class. So the forfeit will get some early points here for Fargo North. So they'll get the first points tonight in the season opener. We move on to 113 pounds, which will also be an open weight class for Fargo South.
Josiah Ship for the Spartans will take the forfeit.
So Josiah Ship will take the forfeit. And now we're looking at a 12-0 lead right now for Fargo North. So two open weight classes to get things started here in this season opening duel for these two teams tonight at Fargo South here on yourliveevent.com. Our first broadcast of winter sports here in this 2021-2022 season. Again, other matchups going on tonight. Triangular between West Fargo, Wahpeton, and Breckenridge. Red River at Devil's Lake, Fargo North at South, Davies at Valley City, which could be the EDC Dual Championship, and then Grand Forks Central at West Fargo Cheyenne. We move on to 120 pounds,
120 pounds,
which will be open for South. And the Spartans will tag on some more points. So a few open weight classes to get things rolling here. It is 18-0 the advantage. And we now move on to 126 pounds, which will also be an open weight class. Loudon Fisher will take the forfeit for Fargo North, and it's 24-0 right out the gate. On to 132 pounds, which both teams will feature wrestlers. Nathan Hockstead, the junior, will wrestle for Fargo South. It will be Connor Johnson to wrestle for Fargo North.
Let's get ready to wrestle. At 132, Connor Johnson for the Spartans.
So we will have our first match here of this duel. That comes at 132 pounds. Again, Nathan Hockstead for Fargo South, Connor Johnson for Fargo North. And now a discussion quick between the officials and the Fargo South side. Nathan Hockstead wearing a bandage on his arm, just a discussion with the official. Now ready to go. 2 minutes will go up on our scoreboard. Period number 1 is underway. Again, Fargo North with a 24-0 lead here in duels. As we get a quick takedown. And Johnson gets the takedown. North will get a 2-point lead. So Johnson gets the quick takedown as he works over Hockstead, working the inside arm. 90 seconds to go here in period number 1. Wrestling at 132 pounds. Johnson, again, working that inside arm of Hockstead. Hockstead gets himself back over to his base. Johnson working that inside wrist to try to spread out his opponent, to try to put some sort of a pinning combination, and he will roll him. Hockstead tries to get back to his stomach. Good control of the waist coming for Johnson. Will now get him on his back. The official will count some near fall points as he will come in quick, and we may get a win via fall if he can get that inside shoulder in right now for Connor Johnson. Hochstead is able to get back down to his stomach. We're going to see some back points awarded, and it'll be a 5-0 lead on the near fall. And now we'll get a potentially dangerous call from the official, and time will be stopped with 44 seconds to go in period number 1. 132 pounds of this dual competition between North and South here tonight at Fargo South. Hochstead tried to sit down quickly but was extended by Connor Johnson. Johnson got the takedown and then a 3-point near fall. He has controlled the first period of this match as we're now down to our final 30 seconds. Johnson pulls in the arm of Hochstead, tries to get him turned over again. Hochstead, the junior, gets to his base, extended out again by Johnson. Johnson tried to turn the lower body, but Hochstead will come back to his base as we go into the final 10 seconds here of period number 1 at 132 pounds. Connor Johnson trying to get one more pitting combination in, but the buzzer will sound. The first period is in the books. I believe the decision will come to Hochstead, and he deferred on to Johnson. So Connor Johnson will start the second period in the down position, leading 5-0 here at 132 pounds. Our dual score 24-0, an advantage for North, all those coming via open weight classes. And sitting out quickly is Connor Johnson. Hochstead breaks him down, gets the leg inside to try to control the hips. Gets under the arm, now tries to break down on the near side. 90 seconds left in the second period. Nathan Hochstead for Fargo South trying to make up some points, down 5-0. Again, it took up to 132 pounds to get our first competition. Hochstead with the chicken wing will get him turned over. And he will extend Connor Johnson. Johnson will come back to his stomach. Johnson started the period in the down position. Hochstead, good job getting that leg inside to control the interior leg. We'll get him turned. We're seeing some count for near fall. I believe we're going to see some points being awarded. They will award 2 points. That will come to Hochstead, so he is on the scoreboard down 5-2 with inside of a minute to go in the second period, 132 pounds. Connor Johnson has been fighting this entire period. He tries to bring himself back into the base. Hochstead again will attempt to turn him over. Inside wrist grab by Hochstead. Johnson reaches back for the leg and opens himself up. Broken right back down again by Hochstead. Hochstead running a little bit high is going to try to bring the shoulders down. Let's see if he can add some more near fall points in this final 30 seconds or potentially win it for the Fargo South Bruins. 25 seconds and counting left in the second period here at 132 pounds. Hochstead had control of the upper body. He will get 2 near fall points. Hochstead went to this period down 5-0. He has now made it 5-4 with 12 seconds to go in period number 2 in this EDC dual competition tonight here at Fargo South. Sitting out is Johnson. Hochstead will come right back on top and grabs the interior wrist. He will switch sides, but the period buzzer will sound as we go into period number 3. And I believe the decision will be on Johnson. And he will be down for this third period. Nathan Hochstead trails 5-4 at 132 pounds, trying to get his Bruins on the scoreboard, who trail 24-0. Tied inside of the legs of Johnson. He will release, lets Johnson get back to his base, has a 2-on-1 on that inside arm. Now comes underneath and grabs the wrist. Johnson to his knees. Hochstead will pull those wrists right back in. Hochstead turned him, but was running a little bit high on that move. Inside of 90 seconds left in this third period, and we're going to get a whistle, I believe, will be potentially dangerous called, so they'll go back to the center of the mat for this final 1 minute, 20 seconds. And a caution is going to be issued to Nathan Hochstead, and the official explaining proper procedure to begin the period, and now the third period begins. Johnson tried to sit out quickly. Hochstead was able to roll him back over on his stomach. has control of the upper body, will get the shoulders down. Hochstead has him down, the official in there closely, and we'll get a win via fall. Fall comes in the third period for Nathan Hochstead, and some points for Fargo South. Hochstead was down 5-0 at the end of the first period and was able to get some points in the second and ultimately get the fall in the third. So 24-6 is our score as we now move on to 138 pounds. Jace Variano will wrestle for Fargo North.
38 pounds for the Spartans, Jace Variano.
Aaron Trung will wrestle for Fargo South. So it's Trung for South, Variano wrestling for Fargo North. Up to 138 pounds, the two wrestlers just hand fighting. Trung trying to drop some levels on his opponent. Going to shoot first is Variano, and Trung will bring him down. He'll get 2 points here quickly. So Trung waited for Variano to make the first move. He went to shoot. He was able to bring him down. He's now got control of the arm, and he's trying to get his leg free right now as Trung to turn him and start racking up the back points or end this one in the first period. He has him down, and it's a fall. Fall comes 26 seconds into the matchup. Trung gets the win. And now 12 points, back-to-back wins via fall coming for the Fargo South Bruins here tonight in this EDC dual opener. We'll move on to 145 pounds. Timothy Lentz scheduled for Fargo South. Gus Mon will wrestle for Fargo North.
Gus Mon for the Bruins, Timothy Lentz.
So Lentz for the Bruins, Mon for the Spartans. Back-to-back victories coming for Fargo South after being behind 24-0 with those open weight classes. They trail 24-12. Mons shoots levels, shoots, will get the takedown. A quick 2 points coming for Fargo North. And getting the 1 point for the escape is Fargo South. Timothy Lenz is able to get himself free to make it 2-1. Mon drops levels. Lentz a little bit on the offensive. Some hand fighting going on. Going for the elbow was Mon. Lentz will step back. Mon with control of the upper body. 1 minute, 15 seconds in counting left in the first period. And another takedown comes from Mon. He'll push his lead to 4-1. 4-1 his lead. He will break down Timothy Lentz. We are at the 145-pound weight class, and Mon has Lentz on his back. He's getting some back points. You can see the official totaling him up, and just a little bit high on the shoulder was Lentz. I believe that will be 3 points coming for Mon, and then the escape will come for Lentz. That makes it 7-2, 40 seconds left in the first period. Another takedown for Mon, 9-2 the lead. Approaching 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Mon will get Lentz turned over. Did not have full control of the upper body, and that allowed Lentz to get right back onto his stomach. Dual score is at 24-12 in favor of Fargo North. 15 seconds left in the first period at 145 pounds. Mon will get him turned over. Official counting back points will get a fall. So Mon will get the win via fall. That comes in the first period at about the 150 mark. That will make our score 30-12. 30-12 in favor of Fargo North. Thanks for joining us tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. EDC Wrestling, our first winter sports broadcast. That was 145 pounds on to 152. Cal Broughton will wrestle for Fargo North. Did not see who was announced for the Bruins.
For the Bruins, Yasser Hussani.
Yasser Hussani will wrestle for Fargo South. They weren't sure who was 152, 160 when we had gotten our lineup. So Yasser Hussani is wrestling for Fargo South. He will go for the low single leg, and he will bring Broughton down. Hassani will get 2 quick points. Very aggressive right off the whistle, and the wrestlers will come out of the circle. They'll reset to the center of the mat. 10 seconds in, Hassani getting a takedown for Fargo South. 30-12, the dual score. Mon got a fall last weight class for Fargo North. Broughton trying to sit out. Hassani with control of his upper body, trying to get the shoulders back down. Great control from behind. Will break down his opponent. 90 seconds left in the first period. Again, 152 pounds. Thanks for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. And the wrestlers will come out of the circle. 152-pound matchup. Again, really early going for these two teams. Every team across the EDC, across the stages, always like to get that first duel in, get those first duels, triangulars in, and then get ready for the grind of the season. A caution is going to be issued against Hassani. Nasir Hassani will get issued the caution, and then they'll proceed with the match. Nice job getting to his feet for Cal Broughton. Broughton needs to free the hands, and Hassani brings him down. They'll come out of the circle. And Cal Broughton kept the feet moving. He just could not get the wrists separated from Hassani, and that's what prevented him from getting himself free and getting some points. He will get back up to his feet again. Needs to get the wrists free. And they'll come out of the circle yet again. 101 left in the first period here. 152 pounds.
1 point, Broughton.
Broughton does have 2 points. Excuse me for getting that incorrect. 2 points has come for Broughton on the 2 warnings that have been issued for Hassani. So that's going to make it 2-2. So we are tied here in the first period. 101 to go at 152 pounds. Hassani will break down Cal Broughton. Broughton getting to his base. Hassani continuing to extend him out.
50 seconds.
50 seconds left in the first period. And Hassani will turn him, has some back points. Broughton a little high on Hassani, will roll him back over. I believe he will get 2 more. The official has not relayed him to the scoreboard, or to the scorer's table, 30 seconds left now in the first period. 2-2 the score between Hassani and Broughton. That will be 2 points.
2 point near fall, Hassani.
Hassani will get 2 points for a near fall to make it 4-2. So his lead right now at 4-2. 10 seconds left in the first period. Hassani's going to give one last charge to try to turn Broughton. Turns Broughton. Broughton rolls right out of it. 5 seconds left. Broughton will roll through it again, and our first period is in the books. Yashir Hassani at 152 pounds, a 4-2 lead.
After 1, the score is 42.
Against Cal Broughton. And I believe we will be neutral to begin the second period. We will. Both wrestlers will be on their feet to begin period number 2. Hassani goes for the low single leg. Will need to come around for 2 points. They will give him the 2 points. Hassani's lead now at 6-2. And Broughton will get to his base. Was trying to fight by reaching behind against Hassani and just open himself up for a pinning combination, and gets to his base. He'll try to battle Hassani that way with 90 seconds left in the second period. Hassani to his base. And he will get away. He'll get the 1 point escape. 6-3 the score. Broughton goes to shoot. Hassani will use his weight to throw him, but couldn't keep control all the way down to the mat to give himself 2 more points. So they are right back up to the feet, working each other's upper body as we approach a minute left in the second period. 6-3, Hassani leading Broughton at 152 pounds. The wrestlers will come out of the circle. 30-12, our score here in the duel. We had open weight classes up into 132 pounds, and that is when we started seeing some action.
1 minute.
1 minute left in the second period. Broughton to shoot. Hassani will come around. He will get 2 points. Tried to do that earlier here in this period, but just could not contain control all the way down to the mat. Cal Broughton trying to get himself up to his base. Sani working the lower body. Broughton rolling to his side. 30 seconds left in the second period. Broughton to his base again. Hassani will come inside the inner thigh. Now comes inside at the elbow. Cal Broughton trying his best to sit out here with 10 seconds left in the second period, down 8-3. Going for the cradle, getting the turn is Hassani. He's able to keep himself in the circle. The official coming close and will get a fall. Yashir Hassani will get a fall. It comes in period number 2 at the 1:58 mark. And 6 more points coming up for 6 more points coming up for Fargo South. That will make it 30-18. South still has some ground to make up here in this season opening duel on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget you can see our full broadcast schedule at yourliveevent.com. Follow us on social media as well for our full broadcast schedule here this season. 30-18 the score, the lead for Fargo North. We are on to 160 pounds. Anas Mugi wrestling
at 160 pounds for the Spartans, Harper Schultz. For the Bruins, Jamari Humphrey. There was a switch.
Jamari Humphrey will wrestle for Fargo South. Harper Schultz will wrestle for Fargo North. So that was that switch that we were told about before the match, is either Hassani would wrestle 160 or Humphrey. So Humphrey is going to wrestle 160 for Fargo South. Humphrey looking for an early throw against Harper Schultz. Going for the throw again is Jamari Humphrey. Humphreys really seemed to be the aggressor early on, tries to get the throw again to work the upper body weight of Schultz down, and the wrestlers will come out of the circle. Humphrey got him down, but obviously after the whistle, 1:34 left in the first period here, up to 160 pounds. Changing levels, Schultz going to shoot. Humphrey went to shoot as well. Two wrestlers tying up. They both come down to the mat, and it will be a takedown coming right here for Harper Schultz. Schultz will get 2 points and immediately puts himself into back points. This should be a nice 5-point move. If he can get the shoulders turn of Humphrey, this one could be over in the first period, and it is a fall. Harper Schultz kind of just showed some patience that came waiting for Humphrey, who was clearly going to be a little bit more aggressive. He just waited for him to make his move and brought him down to the mat to get the fall here in the first period. That will run our duel score now to 36-18 in favor of Fargo North. Up to 170 pounds. Anas Muji for Fargo South. Muji, the junior, will be wrestling. Henry Mon wrestling for Fargo North. And now there's some discussion here at the scoring table. I wonder if we're going to see a switch coming up here momentarily. The Bruins Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They thank their corporate sponsors, Gate City Bank, Sanford, Midco, and First International Bank, for the continued support. To become a Bruins Booster Club member, find out more information, click on the Activities tab at the Fargo South homepage website, and then click on Booster Club.
At 170 pounds, we have Henry Mon for the Spartans, Anas Muger for the Bruins.
So we won't see a change. I don't know what that discussion was, but Henry Mon wrestling for Fargo North. Anas Muji wrestling for Fargo South, and Mon will go for the single leg takedown. He'll work Muji down, and he will get 2 points right away. Mon, a 2-0 lead. 20 seconds into the first period. Fargo North leading this duel 36-18. Muji will get to his feet, will turn around, he'll get the point for the escape, 2-1 the score. Mon going for another takedown, and he will tag on 2 more points to make it 4-1. Muji reaching behind, trying to get himself some leverage, but he is brought back to his base by Henry Mon, the junior. Approaching 1 minute left in the first period at 170 pounds.
1 minute.
Trying to work in the cradle on Muji is Mon. Mon opened up his leg just a little bit. Or Muji opened up his leg for Mon. I should say Mon is trying to get him turned. A good base by Muji. And Muji gets himself free, but controlling the leg and looking for a sweep is Mon. And Mon will bring him back down to the mat. Trying to get him turned for some back points. Has 35 seconds. Mon will have Muji turn. It'll be a fall. Ball comes in the first period at the 127 mark. 42-18. Henry Mon gets the win via fall here at 170 pounds. 42-18 the lead for Fargo North, on to 182 pounds. Isaiah Shep will wrestle for Fargo North. And I believe that will be open. It will. So he will take the win with the forfeit. 48-18 the score. And now on to 195. Billy Ward for Fargo North. We'll see who Fargo South puts out there. I think
195 pounds for the Spartans. Billy Ward for the Bruins. Connor Morgan.
So Connor Morgan will wrestle for Fargo South. So Morgan at South at 195. Ward for North, and Ward gets 2 points here quickly. So Ward with the 2-0 lead. Morgan working himself to his base. Ward with control of the lower body. We are at 195 pounds. Ward trying to turn Morgan. And it's that upper body of Morgan that Ward cannot get turned. He will now bring the arm back, has him over, and good job getting his head free was Morgan. He was able to skirt the head free. He will give up the 2 points for the near fall, but avoided the fall by just reading the pressure that came from Ward. Ward has him set up in a cradle. Morgan will get himself free. Ward will get his leg right back in. Running a little bit high against Morgan right now is Ward. He's going to try to position himself to reset just a little bit for another pinning combination. 39 seconds left here in the first period, and they're going to tag him with the stall and have him reset. That's what they will for the 37 seconds. Billy Ward trying to get the turn. He will against Connor Morgan, and it's a fall.
195 pounds.
Comes at the 141 mark of the first period. And North continues to add to their lead, 54-18, and up to 220 pounds. Jack Miller for Fargo North. Dorian Sadness for Fargo South.
At 220 pounds for the Spartans, Jack Miller for the Bruins, Dorian Sadness.
And both wrestlers coming out aggressive. Sadness trying to set up a takedown, and they will come all the way off the mat and stop just shy of the scorer's table. The wrestlers will come back to the center of the mat. 151 here, our first period just underway at 2:20. Thanks for joining us tonight at yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan coming to you south from Fargo, live from Fargo South. Changing levels, Sadness. Sadness trying to get a single leg here against Jack Miller. Miller works Sadness to the mat. Both wrestlers are down. Neither one has control, each grabbing each other's leg. And now they will give Miller the 2-point takedown. Sadness trying to turn him. Rather, Miller trying to turn Sadness as we approach a minute remaining here in our first period at 220 pounds, 54-18, the dual lead, a score lead for Fargo North. Inside of a minute now to go in the first period. Jack Miller trying to figure out the best angle to attack Dorian Sadness.
Sadness, warned for stalling.
Sadness is going to be warned for stalling with 30 seconds left in the first period.
30 seconds.
Sadness to his base. Ward grabs the ankle, he'll roll through, and we're going to get 2 points of reversal. Dorian Sadness will get 2 points. 2-2's the score, and now he has control against Jack Miller, and we get a potentially dangerous call as the wrestlers come out of the circle, and a point will be awarded to Miller, and he will regain the lead at 3-2 as there is 7 seconds left in the first period at 2:20, so we're going to get an extra second for Dorian Sadness as he will fix the headgear. Now both wrestlers will go to their respective sides here as we'll have some time and discussion with their coaches, and they'll now come back in. So Dorian Sadness is able to get a reversal, gets 2 points, and then gets warned and loses a point to make it, or gives away a point to make it 3-2. And if Miller can get control or get the escape, he does. So Miller gets the escape as the scoreboard gets to 0 here at 2:20. 4-2 the lead for Jack Miller here at 2:20 against Dorian Sadness, and he will look to his coach as to what he's going to do. Coach Mon wants him down to begin our second period. EDC Wrestling tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Sadness really working that upper body, and he will get potentially dangerous coming his way again. It'll be another point. That is 2 points he has given to his opponent, Jack Miller. Sadness trying to get a turn against Miller. Miller locking his leg against Sadness, and that has prevented his ability to drive. He will get 2 points for a reversal. 7-2 is the lead. So Jack Miller gets a 2-point reversal, now gets some back points. We could see a fall coming here in the second period. And he gets the head tucked in and gets the fall. So a fall in the second period. So Jack Miller wins via fall in the second period at 2:20. That will run the dual score to 60-18 as we move on to our final matchup of the night. Will be the heavyweights wrestling here. Our first 4 weight classes were open for Fargo South. That immediately put them in a 24-point hole. So on to 285 pounds. Gunnar Cadreau will wrestle for Fargo North. And Caden Nielsen will wrestle for Fargo South. So the heavyweights will wrestle here to wind up the night here, night number 1 of the season. And a quick takedown coming for Cadreau. And he is trying to get a quick fall to end the night for Fargo North. He will.
With the pin, Gunnar Cadreau.
Cadreau will get the fall. And that will make it 66-18, and that will wrap up tonight. So Fargo North gets a win in their opener here in dual competition, 66-18. Fargo South will start their season 0-1. We'll have our post-game show coming your way next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
first week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
And welcome back to our post-game show. A win for Fargo North against Fargo South. Our final dual score, 66-18. Fargo North will begin their season 1-0. Fargo South 0-1 in this very, very young opening night for wrestling here across the state of North Dakota. So a loss to start the year for Fargo South, but for Fargo North, a victory. Fargo South was behind early, 24-0. They had open weight classes at 106, 113, 120, 126. So right away they started in a 24-0 hole. Were able to get back-to-back wins to cut that deficit to 24-12, but that would be the closest that they would get the rest of the night as Fargo North, again, picking up the win. What's up next for Fargo North? Well, they won't wrestle until a week from today. They will be at home wrestling against Valley City in an EDC duel. As for Fargo South, they as well will not wrestle for a bit here. December 4th, they'll take part in the Knights of Columbus tournament in Jamestown, a very big tournament to start their season. So a lot of wrestling still in front of these two teams here for the year. That will do it for our broadcast tonight on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan remind you once more of our final score here in EDC dual wrestling. It is Fargo North 66, Fargo South 18. You've been watching wrestling on yourliveevent.com.